Thank you, Stephen, for inviting us to be part of this. Very excited. And last time was great. And I've got to say, it was the first time I ever came 5 inches to a Lamborghini. So it's probably the last time I ever do it again. So that was exciting for me. Well, again, thank you so much. So today we've got a interesting couple of hours for you. I know you've been through an intense day and a half. So we'll try to keep this light and interactive. And there's no death by PowerPoint, I promise. You can stop me. You can stop anybody if that is the case. But I think you'll find it interesting. So let me just, once again, kind of introduce you to the presenters today. You obviously met all of them this afternoon, but you've also spoken to them last night. So we'll start out with Ankur. He's the next Djokovic, only smarter. Djokovic. There you go. Thank you so much. I knew I would ruin that. He's only smarter, and I say that because he's going to be covering applications and security, applications and performance and application security. So that makes him smarter. Yuri will come in next. He's been traveling the world trying to fix all the data center problems and performance issues. So he's going to be talking about data center testing. Ameya, he always thinks in increments of 140 characters, and we'll be talking to you about testing optimization and productivity that you need to have while testing your networks. And last, we'll have Brett, who will actually be showing you some of our solutions and how they work. And he is our full-time geek and part-time product manager at Spirent. So feel free to ask questions. You know the saying, there are no stupid questions, only and feel free to text or tweet, as the case may be. I'm sorry for the old picture there. It was done by somebody who didn't quite keep up with the times. But then we're looking forward to lots of questions and a very interactive discussion. So before I go any further and we get all the experts in, I just wanted to quickly introduce you to our Senior Director of Product Marketing, Patrick Johnson. And he will give you a quick overview of Spirent. Very short, I promise. It'll be something you didn't know about Spirent. So we'll keep that very quick and short, and then we'll get into the discussion for today afternoon. Patrick.
Well, good morning. This is a first for Spirent. It's very exciting to be here. When we first were introduced to this, I will tell you that we were like, what is this all about? So getting to get to know you guys in the last couple of, last night and seeing some of the events that you guys have already put on, we've been following. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I also want to know that some of the people in our company who found out we were doing this found out who you guys were and like really excited because they follow your blogs and they go to you guys for advice sometimes. So. So I was like,
should stop listening now.
No. Yeah. So anyways, let me go ahead. I'm Patrick Johnson. I am the Senior Director of Product Marketing. I am responsible for all the products of this division. Spirent is a very large company. I'll give you a quick little overview. If I have So how many of you guys know who Spirent is? Familiar? So we're a very big company. We're the small communications company, but we're big by the size of test. We're the #1 in all our markets. We're the world-class test and measurement company for verifying performance of networks. You may see us in some of the labs and the customers that you guys work with day to day, but traditionally you don't see us because we're behind the scenes. So all the data that's going through your cell phones today goes through a device that's probably tested by Spirent. When you're in your car and you're wondering, you're looking at your navigation systems, those navigation systems are probably tested by Spirent. So we have a very broad portfolio of stuff. We spend roughly $90 million a year in R&D, and a lot of the stuff that we spend our money on today doesn't even get into the market and for about 2 years. So even the stuff that you've been hearing from Cisco today was tested by us for the last couple of years. So we're way ahead of the game on the technology side. And when we hear engineers talking that they follow you guys, it probably assumes you guys are ahead of the game too. I want to just highlight, I understand that a lot of you guys are networkers, but Spirent actually has a very, very broad portfolio. We cover a number of areas. So anytime you're using your phone, you're probably using it, that phone is tested with Spirent, but we also in global positioning, we've been hearing a lot about data center and mobile backhaul, mobile access. This has been a very exciting year for us last year. It's one of our fastest growing product lines. And we also are involved in the live network. So we cover a very, very broad set of communication technologies across the industry. We also probably are selling to the same customers that you guys talk to day to day or probably have worked for across a large set of customers from network equipment manufacturers. A lot of these that you were, and all of your networkers events are fit in this bucket. Service providers, enterprises, governments, and device manufacturers. So a very, very broad portfolio. We have well over 1,500 customers globally in 27 different countries. So today you're going to hear a real short summary of some of the things that we've experienced in testing some of the latest and greatest technologies in the last couple of years. Some of these are controversial recommendations that we'll be talking to you today about. We're certainly interested in see if you agree that they are interesting in controversial areas. So Ankur is going to hit you a little bit on the security side and how that's transforming in the mobile network. Ankur, Yuri is going to talk to you about how high-speed Ethernet is transforming and creating some interesting challenges in the data center. And then Ameya is going to talk to you about a little side spin from this. We won't be talking about performance. This is talking about a new problem. This is the growing challenges of convergence and the challenges of keeping things simple to get products out to market. And he'll be going through some of the things that we're doing there. So I have one little question here. This is a trivia question. So there is one thing that Spirent does do that wasn't mentioned here. And it's a solution. So if any of you guys decide to get tired today, it's your last, it's the end of the week, and you're going to be passing out and exhausted, we actually have a solution for that. So if any of you guys can guess what that solution that we do, I did not mention, I'll give you $20. That's getting creative.
Just mattresses? There must have been money laundering.
Is that energy drink?
What was the question?
Oh, are you?
We don't know if it involved methamphetamines.
The question is, what does Spirent do that I didn't mention in the communication space? This is something we do not in the communication space, but it is one of our companies in our portfolio. And if you can guess it, I'll give you $20. We make drives for wheelchairs. So when any of you guys pass out, we're going to give you a nice wheelchair so we can wheel you on out. So.
What?
Yeah, we make drives. Okay. We'll make sure there's a whole set of them. So in case you make them
That's like Nokia. They make mobile phones.
Yeah.
They make switches and boots.
So I'm going to hand it over to Ankur Chadha. Thank you very much. And
drives for wheelchairs.
when we no, actually, Spirent was a venture capital company. It evolved into a communications company. It was part of the portfolio, and it was a very profitable business. So we've hung on to it as part of our portfolio because of its profitability. So
that's what you originally did.
no, we've done a lot of things. It's just look at it as a lot of companies consolidated under a communications brand, and that's the one that's left that's not communications.
Okay.